Hello everyone and welcome back to Majesty 2 Monster Kingdom. Welcome to the final mission for Crown and Honor.
Your Majesty, everything is proceeding as planned. Our construction of the castle has not yet been detected by the capital. Most likely the Conclave does not expect our attack to come so soon. But what is the Conclave to you, sire? You have already rid us of most of the High Priest. The only one that remains is Phaeton the All-Burning, the supreme archer of Helium. He was the first to support the conspiracy against you, and it was he who learned to summon the Spirit of Kings. In fact, it is Phaeton himself who now rules the kingdom. Quite ironic, sire, don't you think? You are to storm your own capital, leading an army of monsters that you might overthrow the pretender to the crown. When this whole adventure began, this was not what I imagined. I thought, well, you'll use the goblins, maybe the Lich King will lend you some support. But now, if you win, Your Majesty, you shall have to rule a great multinational empire. Can this even be done? But this is a foolish question. You, my liege, are the greatest of all the great rulers. Only you can lead Ardania through the trials to come. But first, 'tis time to regain the crown, Your Majesty. Your Majesty, your palace is situated on the eastern edge of the forest, and thus far the enemy has not detected it. We must thank our lazy woodsmen who have failed to clear this forest, though the order was given the season before last. Well, no alarm will be raised in the capital so long as our monsters avoid venturing into the crossroads or the nearby village. We must use this advantage wisely.
So here we go, the final mission. Yeah, what the advisor said is true. We're going to avoid venturing out, so for now we're just going to hang out here and see how we can train our monsters, gain some resources, get some upgrades, stuff like that. Also get a bazaar. Upgrade this straight away once our castle is ready, which is now. Then let's upgrade our castle straight away for additional income. And then let's actually, yeah, let's just get these heroes here straight away once I can actually get them, because I'm kind of lacking the money right now. Yeah, you don't want to venture out too quickly because you're going to face enemy heroes in this mission as usual.
Majesty, let us awaken the town cemetery that we may loose our undead upon the town. If this is your will, then build our guild house upon the accursed land.
Okay, looks like... Okay, so Guild of Lich on the land. Yeah, obviously we can just build a guild here, because there's the Lich's guild, you don't need to, it constructs itself essentially, but we can do that later. For now let's just get some upgrades here and have our heroes train. And let's also get a... Let's get the statue, may as well do it now. And let's get a blacksmith once we have the money to do it, which is probably going to take a while. I have the feeling gearing up in this mission is going to take us quite some time. Let's get some breadmen because they're just so cheap. And looks like we only have this monster den here in the immediate neighborhood, which is okay. It's a nice den to train. Let's get this spell here right away before we get any liches. And maybe I should save for one of the other upgrades straight away, possibly... Yeah, possibly this one here for the marketplace. It will cost me some money, I have to wait a little bit, but then again it will also get me more money in the long run, so why not really. That red man is on the run, but that's okay. Yeah, let's just wait for that one. And now we've got a lot of dens here. So those are going to be quite nice for training, and we also almost have the we do have the resources to get this upgrade here. Yeah, let's get... Wow, this... We barely have any stuff and the frame rate is already suffering. Then again, I'm always running this game at double speed, because at normal speed it's really... It's too slow. It's just too slow. Let's get the basic upgrades here and then let's save money for some liches. The treasury is almost empty, which is okay. I think they removed that message, probably because it's annoying and probably because it's kind of obvious when the treasury is empty, and probably also because the treasury is empty all the time. Because when you have stuff, you should buy stuff. And you will eventually reach the stage where you don't really need to buy anything anymore, but that takes pretty long, so yeah, there's probably no real need to wait for that. So let's maybe get the basic armor once we have the money to do so, which is now. How strong are these spiders? Oh, okay. Those, oh yeah. Giant monster, spider monster eater. Yeah, I think they're not as strong as they look. And one of my liches already leveled up, which is nice. This mission here isn't terribly difficult. The final missions in the Majesty 2 games, they tend to be, well, they tend to be a challenge, but they don't tend to be ridiculously difficult in any way, shape or form. Usually there's one mission a little earlier that's just super frustrating, or one where you really need more experience than you have to beat it. For example, the dragon mission. The original dragon mission, where you have to not defeat Fafnir, but essentially a Fafnir stand-in. That one was really difficult, especially because if you didn't know where to place your castle, you just lose over and over and over again, and it wasn't really obvious what you were doing wrong, so it was kind of difficult to learn from that mission. So I still want to test whether these guys can actually get all these upgrades here without me having to upgrade the other guild. I know I should have investigated that a while ago, because I never quite did that, but yeah, for some reason I could never be bothered. Then again, buying the upgrades twice it's not that expensive. Let's get a werewolf hut straight away. Let's get some additional money. And let's also get a Minotaur Palace straight away. And what do we have here? Oh, it's just another wolf den. These are actually quite nice for training. Yeah, I'm going to let these here stay. I don't think there's a time limit. No. There don't seem to be a time limit. Yeah, there's some holy ground on this map, obviously enough to build the magical number of 4 temples. And there's also the Spirit of Kings. The Spirit of Kings is essentially going to harass you throughout the mission once it's triggered, but he's not terribly hard, and once you can summon the Spirit of Grum-Gog, it's not that bad actually. So let's buy these upgrades here, because you want to buy those, because they essentially improve all your heroes, especially the Totem of Protection. That's actually quite a significant upgrade. I didn't really realize that the first time I played this game, but at this point, yeah, they're actually quite useful. Let's also get a werewolf, because werewolves are still awesome and they will stay awesome. And the survivability is just so good. I very rarely saw a werewolf die. So, how much money does this goblin mine? A goblin mine is actually really good. Compare that to a normal peasant house, it's triple the value. Can't really complain about that. And the bazaar is also... the bazaar is definitely... it's actually the best building, really. As it should be, because it's a bazaar. So... and for some reason I pronounced it like bizarre, I'm not quite sure why. So... yeah, I guess I should get this the 3rd tier equipment. Should also form parties, and I should... yeah, let's get a second werewolf guild straight away. Or werewolf house or whatever. And then we should be... well, maybe I should even get a 3rd one. I'm not really sure why I never really built a Kuatl house. I'm not quite sure about that. Maybe I should do it. They're definitely better than Goblin Archers. Goblin Archers are just so... Goblin Archers are terrible, they just die so quickly. I'm never quite sure why they are ranged, and they are theoretically tougher than Red Men, so... I don't know what's up with that. I never quite got it, to be honest. So, let's upgrade you. Let's just check you guys. You've got these special abilities. Let's just check all of you.
You bleed.
So you have... Okay, so all of these have these special abilities, so it seems they can get them from any guild. Which is nice, we can stop upgrading that one. And I still don't know why I didn't check that earlier. I always said, I'm going to check it, but then I never did it. I don't know, maybe it's just not my thing for some reason, even though it's kind of stupid. Anyway, let's get another werewolf. Yep, here we go. And let's upgrade the other ones to maximum efficiency straight away. Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Vampire. It's kind of sad that you can't buy vampires, but then again, if you had vampires, they would either be nerfed or they would be completely overpowered. Maybe almost as bad as the werewolves. But then again, the werewolves aren't really bad, it's just so good. So, and werewolf, please. Spearman, that seems like a good party to me. Let's form another one straight away. Spearman, Minotaur, Ratman, Spearman. And another one. Maybe with a werewolf this time. Werewolf, Spearman, Ratman, and maybe Minotaur, or maybe another... Yeah, another one of these liches, because they... Here we go, and maybe one more, and then we should be good. So probably Ratman, Minotaur, Spearman... Yeah, the one Ratman group isn't that bad, because you can actually get them to discover a lot of stuff. That's actually one of the advantages of that, because the Ratmen are always, they work cheaply, and they're always eager to try new stuff. So it's something that's always appreciated. Yeah, I think I'm just going to build up my heroes, and then we'll see whether we can risk moving out. Okay, so we're back. I have essentially bought all the upgrades. I have trained all the heroes. I have 3 werewolves, and I'm going to smoke out these dens now. And where's... Oh yeah, there's another one. And then I'm going to explore this spot here, because there's going to be some portals to hell. The reason why I know that is because this mission has crashed, I think, 6 times so far. It's really crash prone, even if you run on lower speed, and unless you run on the lowest speed. And I don't really want to do that, because that's going to extend this video length to 5 hours. I'm not even exaggerating here. I mean, look how slow the slowest speed is. So anyway, so let's not do that. Let's instead run it a little faster and hope it doesn't crash this time. Yeah, my heroes are pretty well prepared. They're all around between levels 5 and 10, which is actually not that bad. Good enough to face the enemy heroes. I bought Coatls, they're good for exploration, and they're actually fairly strong. So let's kill this portal to hell. Let's kill you. And let's destroy this portal here as well. And there should be another one here. And once we've done that, we can build the Lich's Guild. And then we can move out against the pretenders to the throne. Ha! See what I did there? So why can't I build this? Oh, because someone died there. Never mind, let's just put that here. That should work as well, I guess. So, and Coatls are really eager on destroying these here. They have got like magical, special effect, particle effect arrows. Hey, and you guys, please die. All these guys are just storming here. They're just eager to do something. So you get actually a bounty, otherwise nobody's going to destroy you. And we actually lost the Lich's Guild. That's a shame. Well, never mind that. I'm just going to rebuild that. And that should do it. And is it Flying Rucksack? Oh no, this is like the totem from the Coatl. Actually check that out, because I've never really done that before. It's protecting the lands. Yeah, this is essentially a healer. I kind of overlooked that the first time I played this, but it's actually not that bad. So let's just... yeah, here we go.
Your Majesty, we have raised our undead, but among the entombed there was an archmage. He will not release his control over the other inhabitants of the cemetery, but we may be able to break his spell if we destroy his tomb.
Well, I guess we're going to do that now. Let's just put a nice and juicy bounty on this tomb here, which will also lead to us being discovered because we're crossing this river here, but that's okay. Can live with that. Let's explore this area here, because there's going to be a human outpost there. So...
Sire, our heroes have been spotted. The alarm has been raised in the capital. We had best prepare to meet our guests.
So you please blow up all of this. Come on. And then you can destroy this tomb here. And bring the undead... Oh, there we go, the Spirit of Kings. That's a really nice looking city. They put some effort into
Your
this.
Majesty, that is the Spirit of Kings. It usually appears right in the middle of the square. 'Tis all on account of the mysterious workings of the crown. It summons the spirit, but only for a short time. The difficulty is that every time the Spirit of Kings appears, its life force is entirely renewed. 'Tis no easy matter to dispatch an enemy which is constantly renewing itself. But I have an idea. The avatar of Grum-Gog hates the Spirit of Kings, so much so that he has agreed to transfer part of his strength, just enough to trap the spirit in this world. To summon the avatar, you must build a temple to Grum-Gog. All our holy lands are already occupied by the temples of the Conclave, so someone shall have to make room.
Okay, I guess we have to destroy some temples then, but first, this crypt here. There we go.
Your Majesty, you now have full control of the undead forces. Let us unleash them upon your enemies. And in the tomb, we discovered treasure and artifacts.
Well, that's good. Got some additional money here as well. Not going to say no to that. So, I guess it's time to destroy this furthest temple here, so I can claim that holy ground. And with the undead on my side, the undead they aren't super strong, but they do distract the enemy somewhat. So that's always welcome. And yeah, I can also get rid of these rangers here because they're just, frankly just annoying. And what level are you? You are level 7, not bad, but not super strong, and now you're dead. And you just came out of nowhere, but never mind that.
You will be gone.
So, let's also...
I am mighty.
Yeah, you have no chance, not against all my minotaurs.
Great serpent. You shall find the conclave no easy mark.
The
So,
nearer the temple to the capital, the richer its treasures. Do not hesitate to seize the priest's riches, sire. This shall be spent on the restoration of your city.
yeah, will do. And we'll also put bounties on all of these places here. And let's just build a temple here, mainly for the resurrection spell. Yeah, and these heroes here, they are really good against these buildings. It's not going to be easy for the Conclave to stop me now. Let's just build a trading post here, because I'm that bold. Where do you think you are going, Gandalf? Dumbledore? And Elminster? Merlin? And I don't really have a fancy name for you, but yeah, these guys, they're level 5. Not enough to stop me. Not enough to stop me at all. So my heroes are pretty much going to destroy the city. They're... look at that, a house. Yeah, the Spirit of Kings is here and it's annoying, but I'm going to have the resurrection spell soon. And I can also train some healers if I want to. And the Spirit of King is strong, but it only hangs around for so long. So it's not that big of a deal. So my portal to hell is here, so I may as well start resurrecting guys. And as you can see, they're wrecking hell here, so they're going to do some permanent damage here. The Conclave is not going to recover from this. So I should put a bounty on here. even these dwarven towers don't really stand a chance. So, let's resurrect you. And look at these level 16 werewolves.
Books. Ah yes, once the temples of paladins were libraries. The spines are in perfect condition, but they're covered in dust. 'Tis just as I thought. No one has opened these folios for 200 years. They do not breed them, they worship them. Take these books, sire. Our monsters shall find much useful knowledge therein.
Let's just blow up everything, pretty much. And I'm really low on money, so I should watch out what I'm doing here. But yeah, as I said before, they're not going to recover from this. A lot of their guilds are already down. And I just need some money to actually put some bounties on here. But yeah, we'll see. Let's... Ooh, they've got a really nice blacksmith here. Yeah, destroying these houses is actually worth it because they provide them with money. And I think, well, you don't have to wreck them, you only have to defeat the Spirit of Kings, but once you have destroyed everything else, you may as well do that with ease. And look at that, there's another house. May as well destroy that. And let's see who else needs resurrecting. Nobody really. Okay, so that's good. Let's just put bounty flags on. Bounty flags on everything. Oh, look at that. It's even they have no. That's not an elven home. That's a Helia temple. Now let's erase the entire capital. Nope, not their graveyard because they can't be destroyed. So yeah, as you can see, levels those werewolves they could do this map all by themselves. And the question is, do I even need the avatar of Grum-Gog? It might be a quest requirement, because if I don't, I may as well just try to power the way through without using... Oh, I already put a bounty on here. Well, that should do it. So, there's no bounty for you. So, let's just protect my heroes just in case. And let's increase this bounty a little bit. May as well go for the resurrection spell. And woo, here's the Helia temple. Yeah, that definitely needs to fall. And some small bounties on here just in case. And yeah, we've pretty much won this already. Yeah, that's essentially what I recommend. Just wait, what's still standing here? Ah, here we go. Just train your heroes a little bit, and then you can just overrun the entire map. Especially recommend because this game just crashes so often that you may as well want to end this as quickly as possible, to be honest. Alright, so let's do some cleanup. Hopefully we can motivate some guys to destroy this temple here. There's also a crypta temple here. Yeah, let's blow up all of those. I've got the money to do it. Let's resurrect you guys. Come on, there we go. Let's maybe build a tower here just in case. Yeah, the game, this mission keeps crashing and crashing. I had something like 8 to 10 crashes, which is really annoying. So you're losing progress all the time. And yeah, you can run at a lower speed, and you can also don't use a scepter. Scepter just makes this game crash. So let's continue to resurrect guys. This is going to be necessary in the future. Luckily I've got my werewolves, those should always be strong enough to resist whatever the Conclave throws at them. And yeah, let's resurrect you as well. And did they lose a party member? Nope, no, I resurrected them. So why do you guys keep dying? Oh, you're at the Helia temple. Yeah, that does happen. Let's just use this one here instead, which doesn't seem to be quite as game crashing. Why are you just patrolling here? Do something, guys. And you please destroy this temple. And you just destroyed that dwarven tower, which is awesome. I think the Wizard's Guild is also here. That is definitely going to be helpful if that one's down. And I like...
Excellent, sire. You have destroyed the main temple to Helia and finally rid us of her High Archer. His attempt to seize the throne of Ardania has caused the kingdom such trouble that it would be perfectly reasonable to seize all the treasures of the temple and use them howsoever you wish.
Okay, I guess we just did that because we just got a whole bunch of money. Someone please destroy this. So, and Crypta Temple should fall soon.
Were I in your place, I would not enter into the basement of this temple. There are a lot of bones and, true, there is much gold therein. Many of our wealthy nobles pay enormous sums of money to the temple to Crypta, that their remains may be kept until one day, once total resurrection is developed, they shall return to life, young and healthy. I shall requisition the gold, but for the rest, surely there is no total resurrection, and there never will be. What absolute foolishness!
Well, it's worth a shot, isn't it? Well, if you're dead, I guess it doesn't really matter anyway. And I actually lost a werewolf. Level 22 werewolf, holy hell. And looks like we've got a Temple of Ice here. I like how these gravestones still have a shield and everything. That's pretty hilarious. If you ask me, we should blow up this stuff here too, because we want to deny them income. Yeah, this isn't going to be much of a problem, isn't it? So this is... Someone please destroy these buildings here. Oh, I guess they're rebuilding them. Someone please destroy this Crypta Priestess. And I'm going to resurrect you and you. You, come on, thank you. Let's just check our graveyard, just in case. And there's a red man. That's not too bad.
No matter how many temples you destroy, the Conclave shall only build more.
That's not actually true. I've pretty much destroyed all of them, so there we go.
Every time I enter a magical laboratory, I am surprised by the smell. Such a great number of dried, salted, smoked, and pickled specimens. Frogs, snakes, and various other creatures. It reminds me of the bazaar in Lormidia. Figuratively speaking, of course, sire. Well, we'll take it all and sort through it later. Who knows? There might be something useful here for your heroes.
Hey, someone please kill this guy here too. I still need that temple. And now I can actually just resurrect, research all those spells, which is also going to be very useful. And someone please kill this. Oh, you already at it, so I guess there we go then.
The Conclave will not suffer traitors to walk upon the earth.
Well, that's what already happened.
Time to spend some gold.
So nothing you can do about that, buddy.
Look, sire, we found a giant distillery and several hundred gallons of life-giving mana in the basement of the central temple to Agrella. I think I now see the source of their divine healing power.
So it's just Booth. Okay, well that was anticlimactic. You can die because you're not going to get resurrected because I already destroyed your temple. So, and I think I lost quite a number of heroes, so I should probably... Oh, or maybe I didn't. Well, never mind that then. So, let's summon the avatar. I'm not quite sure. Okay.
That's what I call a perfect plan. The avatar of Grum-Gog has gladly given us part of his power. The spirit of the kings will no longer disappear. Now let us see who shall win the day.
So now we need to kill the Spirit of Kings, which has, I think, 60,000 hit points, which is very annoying, to be honest. And yeah, we lost too many Grum-Gog temples, so now we can't. Now we can't use a spell anymore, but that's okay. Let's just have everybody attack the Spirit of Kings. Yeah, I'm going to increase this to 10,000, which I can't actually afford, which it was not good because now I probably Oh, lost another one. Yeah, no, because I don't really want to run out of money to resurrect heroes. At least this guy here is now no longer just going to not resurrected, but just going to disappear and heal over and over and over again. Which is quite convenient. Yeah, I'm not allowed to destroy the Royal Palace here, which to us is kind of... I don't really like that, because the Royal Palace, it just spawns heroes continuously, and they are relatively high level. So some of them are like level 20 or so. There was one guy was level 40. It's ridiculous. Yeah, and that's, to be honest, a pretty cheap move, that the heroes just keep coming, but at the same time you're not allowed to actually do anything about it. So let's just try to get the Spirit of Kings ASAP. And that's pretty much all we can do. The Spirit of Kings is strong, but it's not ridiculously strong. And yeah, still have enough temples left here. And there's... I can actually call it Avatar again, so let's just do that. May as well do it. Impermeability. Yep, that makes sense to me. And yeah, we're going to do this. It's going to take a while, but it's going to be okay. The only real problem is going to be whether or not the game is going to crash, which I don't happen to want to see ever again, really. I like these dual crossbows, really. Which apparently just magically reload. Then again, this is a divine avatar, so I'm not too surprised, really. Yeah, and this temple here is probably going to fall because there are only some defenders left, but I don't really care all that much. It's not that important. Let's just use this spell here. May as well do it, and let's use the mental for some additional boosts. Yeah, this guy has all the world's status effects. And these guys have a lot of positive status effects, it's great. And this guy here is almost down to half hit points. So yeah, we're definitely going to do this. At least the good thing about protecting this temple here is that all these heroes are not distracted. I can essentially fight the Failed King here in peace, and he's going down relatively quickly. Yeah, I'm not really sure whether he's the strongest monster you ever fight. He could be, but I'm not quite sure. Anyway, he's got a Wound Blade and Expert Steel Armor. Not really sure what they gave him. That's not like... I mean, they could just give that guy any stats they want, so it's not like they need to stick to any particular rule set here. And these guys here, they are still defending. Which is great, and please allow me to select Spirit of Kings here. Oh, and now everybody's frozen because there's an Ice Mage, which is okay. Let's just cast that on you, Werewolf, because you're already super strong. And you are going down. Yeah, just kill him. And these guys are just walking away, because I guess they can't be bothered. Or they're just too impressed by all the particle effects. Who knows? In any case, you are under 10,000 hit points now. Yeah, this is going to end soon. So let's just... And this temple here is still standing. I'm kind of impressed by that, to be honest. And yeah, down to less than 7,000 hit points. You have weak hands, goblin poison, foul poison, fire fever, plague, deep wounds, and hand tremors. You have all the world's status effects, my friend. And there was another one there, but I couldn't really see it. Just use this again. And let's just slow down the game a little bit, just to reduce the chance of crashing again, and there we go.
Your Majesty, his magics fade. He shimmers and fails. Worry not, sire. The Spirit of Kings is defeated. Or perhaps I should say, you have regained it. For the Spirit is merely a tool. One which is now, once again, obedient to your will. The official ceremony will be held later. But here, take up your crown. 'Tis yours by right, my lord. The crown, the land of Ardania, and all its people and monsters. We are all your faithful servants, your Majesty. By his sword, the great king released the spirit of his ancestors from its slavery to the foul priests. The king regained the throne of Ardania, as all the people and monsters of the kingdom united in hymns of praise. An era of tolerance and equality had begun. But for the advisor, it was just another era, and much yet remained to be done.
Yeah, they hint at there being another expansion with the setting being in the northern reaches. There was actually an expansion for the first Majesty, which took place in the north, and there's also an unofficial expansion for Majesty 2, which is called Cold Sunrise. Yeah, that's the name. Unfortunately, it's super hard, so it's extremely frustrating to play, to be honest. And it's also very crash prone, more so than the original game. The expansion, Cold Sunrise, it crashes like crazy. In fact, it's almost, I consider it pretty much unplayable. Maybe it's just my graphics card or my setup. I don't really know, but to be honest, I don't really fancy playing it. Unless they I think the last update was like 1 or 2 years ago. It was actually in development for quite some time. But unless they release a new version that's more stable, I'm not going to bother, because it's a pain to play. Due to the difficulty, even on the easiest difficulty, it's really, really hard. Way harder than any of these missions, and the crashing just makes it unbearable. You have to save every 5 minutes, and even if you do, it's going to crash while you save, stuff like that, so I didn't really have fun playing it, to be honest. Which is a shame, because it actually looks kind of interesting, and it does add a snow theater to the game, which is actually quite nice. Anyway, my final verdict on Majesty 2 Monster Kingdom: crashes aside, which are not as bad as they were in Battles of Ardania. This expansion is probably the best because it gives you a new faction, and the monsters are actually relatively interesting, and they fix some flaws you had with the human faction, or well, the human, elven, and dwarven faction, the classic fancy good guy faction. You do have, I think all your heroes are pretty useful except for the goblin archers, though just despite being ranged, those just feel completely useless, which is why I don't really use them all that often. But the heroes, they feel very potent. You don't have healing spells in the beginning, you only get them later with the Coatls and the Priest of Grum-Gog, but it feels you're getting more out of your heroes. They feel quite potent. It's nice to fight human heroes. It can be a little bit more of a pain because they do level, but then again, that also makes it more challenging. The mission design is relatively well done, and overall, it's definitely the expansion I would recommend most. And it's also storyline is probably the best, even though these games have never been that strong on story, and to be honest, the humor here is not quite as good. Some of the jokes are too dragged out, and what really irritates me are the typos, and also the fact that there's some desync between the text and the spoken dialogue. Not in the sense that there's actual literal desync, but it's not the same. It's very similar, but it's more like paraphrase. And I don't know why they changed it. None of them is really better than the other one, so they should sort of just taken the script they gave to the guy who does the Sean Connery advisor impression, and they should have just take that as the actual text. I'm not sure why they never fixed that. Anyway, I would recommend that if you like the original game. Another thing I liked about the monster faction is that you only have one temple, which seems to be a downgrade, but then again it does mean that you're actually going to build stuff. Because the problem, in my opinion, with the human temples is that the Helia temple, no, not the Helia temple, the Temple of Life essentially was so superior because you got the resurrection spell, which is just so useful. It's way more useful than any other spell you get. The other ones aren't bad, but then again, it was very one-sided affair, especially because you got, and then the other one was that the Paladins, in my opinion, were the best hero, because they were just so sturdy, and they're essentially what you want to fight all those superpowered monsters, because you essentially want a hero that doesn't die, because it doesn't really mean anything if your offense is super strong if you're going to die. It's better if you're super sturdy, and the Paladin is just super sturdy. You can essentially put a Paladin into a group with 3 healers and he's never going to die. And even if he doesn't do the best damage, if he doesn't die, it doesn't matter. He can just take his time, and he's going to level up crazy, like crazy. So yeah, but yeah, I'm digressing here. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this Let's Play. I'm sorry about this being so much later than the other ones, but I did have technical issues. Some of the missions were very crash prone, and that made recording them a pain. Actually, this game might have crashed more during recording than Heroes of Ardania, Battles of Ardania, sorry. But yeah, it doesn't really matter. Anyway, thanks for watching. And yeah, let me know whether you would like me to LP the original Majesty as well, which I haven't really played. I've briefly played it, but I've never played it through, and I didn't play it for very long. So if you would like me to do that as well, then let me know. So thanks for watching, and I shall see you next time. Take care and goodbye.